Why did two of BTS's brightest stars suddenly become the center of this year's biggest controversy? Is it true that Taehyung refused to join the comeback? And where exactly has Jungkook disappeared to without a single trace? Speculation after speculation has exploded across social media platforms, and even major American media outlets have begun to intensely highlight the internal drama occurring under the giant agency HYBE. What's really going on? And why does everything seem so heavily concealed? ARMY across the world, especially in America, are starting to question HYBE's silence regarding the increasingly obvious anomalies. Is this merely a promotional strategy? Or is there something much deeper and more sensitive happening within their management structure? The facts that have surfaced in the past few days suggest that a rupture, or at least a serious disagreement, may have reached its most crucial point. The story began when BTS's comeback schedule, rumored to mark the group's full return post-military service, was slowly pushed back without explanation. Taehyung, known for his professionalism and dedication to his fans, was suddenly said to not be participating. This news first spread through a report by a South Korean entertainment journalist, which was later echoed by speculative articles from American outlets like Billboard and Rolling Stone. But before ARMY had time to fully process Taehyung's possible decision, even more shocking news emerged. Jungkook had disappeared. No public sightings, no social media activity, and no reports from any party. The last time he was seen was in leaked internal rehearsal footage a week before his disappearance. Since then, no one has truly known the whereabouts of BTS's Golden Magne. And what's infuriating the public even more, HYBE has remained completely silent. HYBE, once regarded as a symbol of transparency and innovation in the K-pop industry, is now facing a crisis of trust. ARMY and the public are asking, is this an internal act of sabotage? Is there a major personal conflict among the members or with management? How could Jungkook simply vanish under HYBE's supposedly tight security system? And if Taehyung truly refused the comeback, what's the real reason? Is it about creative control, personal pressure, or something even more shocking? The situation becomes more complex as various sources claiming to be insiders begin to drop suspicious hints. A former HYBE staff member, in an anonymous interview, stated that internal pressure on the members had intensified since late 2024, especially as HYBE's global project began involving more talent from America and Japan. There's jealousy within the system, and big decisions are being made without considering the comfort of the artists, they said. Meanwhile, K-pop music analysts in America have linked this situation to HYBE's massive expansion into the American market. They claim HYBE has become too focused on external markets, forgetting the core sentiment of its original Korean and global fanbase that has supported BTS from the start. This split isn't just about the artists, it's about values, said an editor from a top New York music magazine. If we trace the red thread, the situation appears highly suspicious. Taehyung and Jungkook are massive names who wouldn't make such extreme decisions without strong reasons. In BTS's history, there has never been a conflict leading to resignation or project cancellation. This is the first time HYBE appears to be losing control. And unfortunately, it's happening right when public expectations are sky-high, awaiting the full comeback of the group that has shaken the world, especially the American market. Many ARMY are voicing their concerns through hashtags like #WhereIsJungkook, #TaehyungComeback, and #HYBEExplainThis. These trending topics even reached the top of Twitter America for 2 consecutive days. They are demanding reasonable and honest explanations, not rigid, rhetorical statements that I end the latest development. A fan in New Jersey, United States, claimed to have seen someone resembling Jungkook at an independent recording studio known for working with American producers. Speculation erupted once more. Is Jungkook secretly working on a solo project? Is he uncomfortable with HYBE's management system? Or is he in a condition he doesn't want the public to know about? As for Taehyung, a very brief official statement from his team mentioned that he's considering a personal art project and that his comeback schedule remains uncertain. A statement that resolves nothing and only heightens suspicion. Some speculate this is related to his mental health, while others suggest a silent conflict between Taehyung and HYBE's executives. The number of unanswered questions continues to grow. Is this HYBE's grand strategy to generate hype around the comeback? Or is this the signal that the BTS structure is becoming unstable? America, as one of BTS's biggest markets, is now the stage for international pressure on HYBE. Coverage from TV stations like ABC News and magazines like Time openly discuss the crisis. They call it the most dramatic silence in K-pop history. HYBE's silence isn't just seen as a sign of crisis, it's seen as a management failure in facing global expectations. If Taehyung truly refuses to come back, what will be the impact on BTS as a whole? And if Jungkook is truly running away from the management system, can we imagine the future of this group without these two essential pillars? A Korean entertainment industry analyst noted, BTS may continue as a brand, but without Taehyung and Jungkook, the emotional value of the group will change drastically. That statement alone is enough to make many ARMY tremble. Are we witnessing the quiet beginning of BTS's split? To this day, there has been no personal confirmation from either Jungkook or Taehyung. But it is this long silence that makes everything even scarier. In a world where information can spread in seconds, the absence of these two major icons only fuels a narrative that's wilder and more mysterious. What exactly is HYBE planning? Will this be the biggest plot twist in K-pop history? Or the beginning of the downfall of a system that seemed strong on the outside but is crumbling from within? Whatever is happening, one thing is certain. The world, especially America, is watching. ARMY all over the globe will not stay silent, and if HYBE chooses to remain silent, they must be ready to face consequences far greater than merely losing a comeback moment. After dissecting various layers of news, speculation, public opinion, and the media frenzy that spread widely, it can be firmly concluded that the news about Taehyung rejecting the comeback and Jungkook suddenly disappearing is not true. This information is not supported by official evidence, direct statements from related parties, or credible sources from HYBE or BTS representatives. On the contrary, all these claims stem from wild rumors triggered by excessive anxiety and the urge to fill the information void during the hiatus of the members' public activities. In recent days, HYBE has indeed not released major statements regarding a full BTS comeback because some members are still undergoing mandatory military service. This is the most logical reason for the absence of official schedules or confirmation of group projects. Taehyung himself is still actively serving in the military and cannot officially accept or reject comeback projects while still on duty. Likewise, Jungkook, according to the latest report from the agency, is currently taking a rest after his 2024 solo promotions and has entered military service since last December. Their absence from social media or public appearances is not a form of mysterious disappearance, but rather a part of military responsibilities that temporarily limit their public interaction. In fact, their absence is entirely predictable based on the official schedule of South Korea's military system. There is no violation, no irregularity, and no internal conflict as has been exaggerated by conspiracy theorists where did all these issues begin? This issue exploded due to a combination of three major elements: a lack of information that triggered collective anxiety, a need for sensation during BTS's vacuum period, and the power of social media algorithms that magnify speculation without filtering the truth. In today's digital age, even one baseless tweet can turn into a viral narrative if supported by dramatic visuals, clickbait headlines, and fans' fear of loss. America became one of the most active regions in discussing this rumor due to BTS's huge role there. BTS's success in the American market is not only about sales figures, but also touches the emotional side of the global public, including armies across New York, Los Angeles, Texas, and the entire continent. So, when rumors emerge that two of BTS's most popular members might be in conflict or under pressure, it's only natural that emotional responses explode. But it's important to emphasize that all this is a form of deep emotional connection from fans, not objective facts. There is no statement that Taehyung rejected the comeback, nor is there any evidence that Jungkook escaped the HYBE system. Even HYBE's internal staff have stated that members' activities will continue according to their respective military service schedules, and BTS projects will be resumed after their service ends. Therefore, the entire narrative about internal conflict, HYBE sabotage, and BTS splitting apart is pure fiction, constructed from fragments of information interpreted freely and emotionally. In the entertainment world, scenarios like this are nothing new. In fact, dramatic rumors often spread faster than official clarifications that tend to be flat and formal. Ironically, even though this news is not true, this phenomenon opens our eyes to how deeply the public loves and cares about BTS. Fans' high level of concern can be a double-edged sword. On one side, it shows extraordinary loyalty, but on the other hand, it's vulnerable to emotional overreaction when information isn't clear. ARMY wants to know the latest updates, to make sure the members are okay, and to see BTS back in full formation. This great desire becomes an energy that's easily manipulated by speculative narratives, especially when spiced with tension, mystery, and a big twist behind the scenes. Now, the facts speak. Taehyung did not reject the comeback because he is currently serving in the military. Jungkook did not disappear because he too is serving his country. There is no division, no sabotage, no major drama. But the more important question arises: why did so many people believe this so easily? The answer lies in the immense love for BTS. That love makes us easily anxious, easily suspicious, and quick to interpret small things as big signs. So, as viewers and fans, we also need to train ourselves to wait for official clarifications, not to spread baseless rumors, and to respect the personal time the artists need to rest and focus, especially when it's for national duty. As a closing note, let's take this event as a collective lesson that truth doesn't always come quickly, and not every absence is a bad sign. BTS is a group that has endured greater storms than this, and as long as ARMY stays by their side with a pure heart,